Hello everyone, thank you for joining me again today Sunday for another card tutorial. Today I will actually be making 4 variation of Valentine's Day cards which I will be posting on my website, which would be up for sale, and I am just showing how I do put them together. I did do the preliminary cuttings and trimming so that it will save time with this video. Once I'm done, of course, if you do like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will not miss any future videos. So basically, to begin, again, I have 4 variation of Valentine's Day cards. Some of them, I use this die cut here, this frame, which basically gives you like a jagged edge, which is like this. And if you can see the edging, it's not straight, it's just like jagged. Gives it a nice little element of not the same, you know, just a little something extra. And I used variation of my heart die cut. I also used this this die here, which produces this nice little love arrow thing right there. And this is a love which produce this one. So if you can see, this is that. And then the last thing I used was a Happy Valentine's Day die cut, which produced this one. So if you can see the outcome, this is what it is. So I use those, and again I use varied size of hearts. I also used my candied apple just to give the edges a little reddish tinge around the white pieces. And what else? Pretty much that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the first one assembled. And this one, the cards are all 5.5 by 4 1/4, but these card bases I already had, you know, just in preparation in case I needed to. So they are ready, and because, you know, it's not all red, as you can see, this is blue, but again, you know, it still will work. So I'm going to go ahead and get that glued on. And then once I have that done, I'm just going to get all the pieces together. I have a few gems here, which I may decide to use as well, just to finish this off. And let me just have my reverse tweezers here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this portion tacked on right now, just to get it going. I'm just using this Tumble Mono liquid glue. Yes, that's what it is. I always get tongue-tied trying to say it, but yes, that's what it is. So I'm just going to get it stuck on. And I may also use some mounting squares as well while for this process. So let's go ahead and get the first one done. What I like about the glue is that, you know, you could just kind of like put it down, and then you can go ahead and move and shift, you know, your piece until you have it where you need it. So this is the first step in this one. This one I'm going to go ahead, of course, and glue it down. Now I need to match it with the pattern edges on the card, so that's what I'm going to make sure that I am doing. I'm going to just go ahead and get that done. Just a little bit of glue, not too much. So I have, there we go. So I got it in nice here. So I have to make sure it's actually straight. And then for the love, I think I'm going to try to put some mounting squares just to give it some kind of dimension. So I'm just going to stick a couple of squares here and there so that I can get that achieved. Yeah, the mounting squares are very nice. They help to, you know, make things look a lot nicer. Let me just go ahead and snip this one here. I don't have smaller ones, so it's kind of try not to make them do peekaboo at the back of the pieces. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to go ahead and cut one more. Okay. And they just have those little snips of paper. That's one of the ways you can give dimension to your cards, by using mounting squares. You can get them at most craft stores. I ordered most of mine on the through eBay. So I'm just going to go ahead and slant this here because I don't necessarily want it to be just the regular. And then I am going to add a gem. I think I want to add a gem in there. So everything is looking good. Maybe I can add a gem up here. Just one gem should be fine. I have different glues for different things. This I use for the paper because it's kind of light. For my gems, I prefer to use something a little heavier. So I'm just going to put a dot on the end here. And then I will go ahead and adhere it to the corner. Okay, so that's one card done. Very simple, and that's it. Let's go to the next card. This one I'm using the same love, but then I'm using two different heart shapes. Both just plain red and then the white with the red edging. So I'm going to make sure that my card is aligned properly. This time I prefer to use my tape runner. I like the jumbo tape runner because, you know, you don't have to be worried about it finishing in a hurry, especially if you have a bunch of cards to do. So it definitely is a plus having it. So I'm going to go ahead and basically just eyeball and get it down. Okay, that's one. And then I will use I think I would have this one. I'll use this white one. I will have it flat with the other one, and then perhaps I will elevate. Let's see how we do this one, because you just gotta play around with them sometimes in order for you to get what you're looking for. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with this one. And again, I'm going to mount the love on with mounting squares. So let me go ahead and do that. And again, it's lovely working with mounting squares. It gives it dimension. It adds that extra lift to your cards. You could have a roll. They have different types. You have rolls, which has the mounting tape in them. And I'll just show you an example of, just had it there a second ago, but it looks like, oh, there it is. This is also another type of mounting tape. You know, it still has the thick backing there, so that's another option you have. Let me see if I can get this in here. Okay, and then I will use one more. I'm going to cut another one because I do need to have that one down there is a little too thick, so I'm going to remove it and then try doing something else. Now, if you have reverse tweezers, it's definitely a lot easier to do it with reverse tweezers. But Lord knows why I'm trying to do this with my hands. I guess it's easier. I like working with my hands more, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to get those off, and then I'm going to get this one stuck on. Now, if you want at home, you want to make any Valentine's Day cards, it's very simple. You don't need to have all those die cuts. You can choose to just maybe use construction paper and double it, or something like that, just to give the card a little more body. And as far as getting hearts and things like that, you could always go on the internet and you can do a Google search for like heart images for download, free heart images. You could get, I would imagine you can get different sizes, so you just basically need to look for what you need. So this is the other one, and once you get what you need, you can always cut around it and do whatever you have to do. Now this one, I might use a smaller, although I don't think this one needs any other thing, but I'm just going to kind of just put a little gem somewhere. Yeah, I think I'll put it in the middle of the heart of this one. Okay, so that's number 2. And again, if you're doing a whole heap of cards, then of course you will be more or less doing an assembly line sort of setup. So just keep that in mind. Here is another one. I have the different variations of the hearts. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the big one, and I'm kind of going to get them to from large cascading down. So I'm going to use my tape runner for this one. Okay, and let's go ahead and position the first one. Let's see, I will get it about here. Then I'm going to do the second one, which is the white. And then I'm going to do the third one. And again, it's entirely up to you how you want it to come out. It's, there's no hard and fast rule about that. It's just how you want it to look. And then I'm going to do the last one. Oops. It's kind of tiny, so there we go. I'm going to put this one right here. Okay, so as you can see, it's just a nice cascading, just hearts from big to small. And I'm just going to put this love right here. I'm going to use my nice little applicator here. It has a thin tip that helps you for intricate dies like that, which are very small, and you want to just get the glue directly on them. Okay, and I'm going to put love right across here. For some reason, this is giving me a bit of a challenge. Okay, there we go. So this is my love here, and I'm going to use a couple of gems on this one, maybe the smaller ones. Let me see how many small ones I have. Okay, so I have two different kinds of gems. I'm just gonna use both of them. I'll just put them at different points. Maybe one, let me see, this one might be better. So I'm just going to put one in here. And the other one I'm just going to put it anywhere, no specific place, just a little something. All right, so that'll be the third one. And then the last one would be this right here, which I'm going to do as well, a little different. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here. I'm going to get this attached. I'm just going to eyeball here. Oops. Could be right here. And I'm going to just, let me see. I'm just going to angle this one because I kind of like the angling on that. Just to make it different. You can either put it straight or you can angle it. It's just entirely up to you what look you're trying to achieve. I just want to angle it, to be honest, just so that it will not just look all straight and same old, same old. So I'm just angling it right now so that it'll have some kind of a difference. I'm going to go ahead and put the hearts on this one. My first heart is just going to be up here. Second one on the bottom. And then last thing to do is to get this stuck. Again, I'm going to use my little applicator tool here so that I can get it where I need it and not a wide nozzle that can, you know, make it just be so difficult to get the glue where you need it to be. It's pretty neat having this little tool. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It was like $4 and change, but if you do want to get access to it, I would strongly suggest you use the coupon for it. It's a 40% off coupon, so you can get it for a little less, and that will definitely help. But yeah, it's good to have it because it really does help you to get the glue on better, more targeted than just like a whole bunch of glue flowing and then you trying to figure out how you can get it on the die cut instead of on your hands and everywhere else. So as you can see, it's easier for me to get it around, and of course it does have a cap which helps. See on the top here, so you actually will have your cap on. So far I like it because it has not blocked up since I got it. Yeah, so it is definitely, you know, a plus to have it. So I'm going to just do a contrast, and I'm going to just go ahead and put the Happy Valentine's Day in the opposite direction to the slant of the paper, just to give it something a little extra. And then I am going to just put a gem somewhere. No particular place, just kind of a couple, just one gem I think will do for that one. I'll put it at the bottom here, just for variation. So I'll put it right here, and that's it. So let's go ahead and review the cards. I'm just going to get everything out my way. Okay, so this is the first card. Very simple card and beautiful, just with pattern paper, and just this one is like a wood grain cardstock paper I got in a set from Michael's that I use for that. This is the other option. Again, pattern paper, different type, and of course my die cuts just to, and then gems to complete this one. Likewise, this just using hearts as cascading, just keeping it very simple, you know, nothing extra, because you just want, you know, it says it all pretty much. And then of course the last one, which is Happy Valentine's Day, and that's it. Now what I have done is I have actually crafted some words here that I would like to put into the cards, right? So basically it says, Valentine's Day is all about love. It's about remembering the people in our lives, people all over who need love. On this day, I am sending lots of love and kisses. May you be surrounded with love from friends and family. Most of all, know that you are cared for and loved. Happy Valentine's Day. And I did put a little scripture verse here, 1 Corinthians 16:14 from the New King James Version, which says, let all that you do be done with love. Because Lord knows this world does need a lot of love right now. And sometimes people just need to know that you care. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one inside this card. And I will be pretty much doing that for the rest of them. And then they will again be available for sale on my website. Pricing and everything will be there with free shipping. You can either choose to purchase more than one, which of course I will be posting for discounts. Or if not, you could go ahead and request a customized bunch for yourself. And of course, I will give you a pretty good rate on that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this card in here. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to be pretty much doing the same for the others. And that is that's what the card will look like. Very simple, very lovely with the colors. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next Sunday. Be safe and have a blessed week. Bye-bye.